que mi gente? It is your boy, Rafael Delgado, the Plátano Powerhouse. And tonight, on WWN Proving Ground, they got me in a triple threat match with Nick Quiñones, the King of Battle, and Brian Atomic. Nick, you and I are cool. I've trained with you a couple times. Brian, I don't know you that well. But just know this, the both of you need to know this. When you're in that ring with me, there's only one word to describe my opponents, and it's in 3 syllables, and that is Basura!
Another Friday night here at WWN Proving Ground. And tonight, Brian Atomic finds himself in a triple threat versus Rafael Delgado and Nick Quiñones. Now you could put me up against 1, 2, 3, it doesn't matter. Because I will come out on top because I am Atomic.
Ladies and gentlemen, the King of Battle, Nick Quiñones, is here once again at WWN Proving Ground. And tonight, I am in a triple threat Proving Ground showcase. Brian Atomic, Rafael Delgado. Now, Rafael, me and you were cool, but once that bell rings, it's every man for himself. And as for you, Brian Atomic, we've known each other for quite a while. We've done plenty of battles, so you already know. The moment that bell rings, you are going to feel the wrath of the King of Battle, because I am here to blaze the future.
And we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face. Baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on her tight frame. All game, no shame. Baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine.
So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the ambassador of the World Wrestling Network, Trevin Adams, joined by Let's Get Serial's own Alyssa Marino here for WWN Proving Ground.
Trevin, here we are getting things kicked off at Proving Ground. And I gotta say, I mean, making his first entrance, Rafael Delgado coming in with a lot of bravado, calling his opponents trash. I mean, you gotta have a lot of confidence to have that kind of attitude coming into this match.
Of course, Brian Atomic, a guy arguably living on his own planet, Alyssa. I don't really have a better way to describe it when it comes to Atomic. I'm still trying to figure out which broadcast journalist wants to try to sit down and do an in-depth interview with this young man. But regardless, you got to think Atomic's going to have a chip on the shoulder. Coming off a loss just at Episode 7 against Samuel C. Still a good showing, but any loss, man, that's gonna take you down. Of course, Atomic's won a triple threat just a few episodes ago. You never know. Is that going to be the good luck charm here?
And certainly we were talking about the bravado of Delgado, but there is, as you're saying, a certain level of confidence in Brian Atomic as well.
Third man here of our triple threat match. And of course, going back to the comment you made about Rafael Delgado and the use of Spanish, well, I'm pretty sure Nick Quiñones would understand, maybe even Brian Atomic too, that use of the word trash.
But you know, Trevin, something I really appreciate about the King of Battle, Nick Quiñones, is that he acknowledged, he said, I'm cool with Rafael Delgado, I'm familiar with Brian Atomic, but when the bell sounds, all bets are off.
Yeah, no, definitely fair point. Want to welcome David Sanderson, official, getting his first opportunity here with the World Wrestling Network. But of course, all eyes on the action here, on the talent who are feeling each other out, Alyssa. And this, well, maybe not feeling each other out for long.
I mean... And Atomic is now silenced and thrown by Delgado and Quiñones.
Yeah, maybe not the smartest strategy here by Brian Atomic, who gets dumped out of the ring, but... Hey, there you are again. Oh, wait! Pinfall! Quick roll-up by Nick Quiñones, and it's exactly what you brought up, Alyssa. You know, Nick made the point, man. I may respect you. We may have trained together before, but right now, man, this is all about the fight.
Nick Quiñones, the King of Battle, thrives when the battle is on. This is someone that, you know, senses the gravity of every matchup here at Proving Ground and throughout WWN.
Back and forth here between these two athletes. Tied up, it looks like, I was about to say, I think Nick's got it, but no, we're back to Rafael Delgado. Of course, Rafael Delgado coming out of the WWN Training Center. Great talent here, but Nick, a little more experience and a lot more experience in real life. And I say that affectionately to Rafael. Nick, of course, suffering from PTSD after his time in the military. What a belly-to-belly suplex.
Now strong cover.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Nick comes in translating that real-life experience here to the ring. And there's a certain maturity to Nick Quiñones, and there's a certain lack of maturity to Brian Atomic, albeit a great move there by Atomic.
I mean, Brian Atomic, anywhere he goes, it's all about making an impression, making an impact. And now, speaking of an impact with the side of the dome of Nick Quiñones.
That's the situation with the triple threat, and what a heel kick there from Atomic. As we often say, you have to have eyes at the back of your head, the top, the side. You just never know where your opponent's going to come from, but it looks like Delgado's trying to weather this storm, but great offense here from Atomic.
Great offense from Atomic, but also the resilience of Delgado being able to, I mean, you could see pain etched on the face, but absorbing the kick to the spine, and now the drop kick, and Delgado is down.
Yeah, that's the question, is how much can Delgado absorb at this rate here from Brian Atomic, but we can see Nick Quiñones was starting to come back. Punt kick, though, stops Big Nick.
And that's the awareness of Brian Atomic in this matchup is, yes, Brian Atomic knows in a triple threat you need to have your head on a swivel, and was able to, you know, keep his eye on Nick Quiñones as Delgado got back to his feet.
But you notice it gave Atomic, or should I say Delgado, the opportunity to recover a bit, and Atomic's not able to get up Delgado, and a toss by Delgado.
Yeah, Delgado firmly planting himself. And planting Atomic.
Into the pin. Broken up by Nick Quiñones. There's only going to be 1 minute in this matchup. It is a one-fall matchup, and you got to think with a triple threat situation, you just never know where the fall's going to come from.
It's true, Nick Quiñones did keep this match alive. It could have been lights out for Atomic.
And lights out could be out for Delgado now after that German suplex, as well as the splash. And Nick going after both men. That's smart.
Barreling through a cannonball to Delgado. But now absorbing some offense. Tossing Atomic again.
The boot from Atomic absolutely ineffective, not stopping Quiñones. And right now it's all Big Nick.
King of Battle is battle tested. You know, he's been through it all, and he can really absorb some major impacts.
Straight Samoa drop by Delgado, muscling up. Nick Quiñones going for the pin, perhaps. 2 count only.
And Trevin, you can see that frustration on Delgado. He's been coming off of some losses here at Proving Ground, but definitely strong showings in his matchups. Imagine what a victory tonight would mean to Rafael Delgado's record here at Proving Ground.
Oh, it'd be huge. Of course, in the case of Quiñones, more wins than losses, but lost to somebody like, say, Tokyo Monster Kahagas was absolutely a learning opportunity. Oof, what a battle here. And we've seen Quiñones face guys of all sizes, but we've also seen Delgado impress, including facing off against guys like Anthony Green, Andy Brown, and both men take each other down.
Definitely an appreciation for really bringing the fight to one another. But again, that third component, Brian Atomic, looming, making his way back in the ring, looking to capitalize here.
Yeah, Atomic got it, and did you notice?
Wow.
Atomic picked Rafael Delgado. Atomic came into the ring, he looked at both athletes down, and he chose to pin Rafael Delgado.
Yeah, you could definitely see the wheels were turning, but now standing proudly atop both competitors is Brian Atomic for, that perfect photo op, and I don't think we're going to hear the end of this from Atomic, Trevin.
No, this is literally like a relay race, and the last 2 competitors tripped each other before the finish line, and third place came running by, acting like he had the thing the whole time.
Hey, but Trevin, in the record books, a win is a win is a win.
You are spot on, and lucky us, we get to hear from Brian Atomic. Good luck, Michael James.
Brian Atomic, I would say nice win, but nice. Correction. Atomic win. I just proved it doesn't matter what the odds are, what the difference in size. When you're in the ring with Brian Atomic, you're just a loser. Because I am Atomic! Shut up, you little kid. Alright, I'm a legend.
And just when I thought we made it through a match without Atomic calling everything, well, Atomic, he found a way.
Just as he found a way to win tonight at Proving Ground, he found a way to call everything Atomic.
A great way to get things started here, WWN Proving Ground. So much more still to come.
Everywhere we go, we hear, how do I become a professional wrestler? How do I get into the business? Now's your chance. The WWNTC is the place to be.
I'm taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock.
It goes beyond just wrestling in the ring. We teach you fitness, nutrition, and everything in between, even developing your own unique wrestling persona, and then we get you on shows after you're done with your training.
'Cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing. All here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me. I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots. You are not as tough as.
Finally, weeks and weeks at Proving Ground, and it's time for me to prove to everyone that I will be the new ACW Cruiserweight Champion. Now, Alex Todd, I respect you. Last time I saw you, you had a successful title defense. Congratulations, I really do mean that. I really do. But tonight, I'm gonna kick your head off. I'm gonna show you everything that I repress, and there will be a new Cruiserweight Champion, and that will bring Tone Felix peace.
Tone Felix, listen, man, I know you've been here every week busting your ass, and finally you earned it, a title match for the ACW Cruiserweight Championship. But you see, I've been where you are. I've been working my ass every week at WWN Proving Ground, whether it was Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. And it took me a long time to get here, but here I am. This belt isn't going anywhere, Tone. Now tonight, bring all that anger and frustration you have. I want to see it. Give it to me, because I'm gonna give it right back.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the ACW Cruiserweight Championship. Here's first from Orlando, Florida, weighing in at 187 pounds, Tone Felix.
Tone Felix getting this opportunity at the ACW Cruiserweight Championship. Man, Tone has been picking up the wins he needs here at Proving Ground, and I'm telling you, listen, episode 6, he turned some heads, pushing Andy Brown, Uptown Andy Brown, to the limit.
Truly, he has been looking good, Tone Felix. With, a mix of wins and losses, but definitely some impressive showings.
Not going anywhere, baby. He is the ACW Cruiserweight Champion. He is the man of King Ryu, Alex Todd.
And listen, you want to talk about the definition of a fighting champion, Alex Todd, since defeating former ACW Cruiserweight champion Bobby Flacco back at the WWN Super Show 2021 Battle of the Belts. Man, Todd has been out there, he's been defending, and he's been getting the wins.
Yes, Alex Todd really as ACW champ, and even before becoming ACW Cruiserweight champion, really took on this mindset. You heard it, the Fang of Kime Ryu, the Fang being this very aggressive, almost hunter-like in the ring, really amping up the way that he handles himself and the way that he pursues his opponents. He's really welcomed all challengers, including Tone Felix tonight.
Yeah, we got the immediate lockup here. You can definitely see both men coming at it with a purpose right now. Alex Todd, clean break as well. Got the better of the first exchange. Of course, this time, Tone Felix for scoring at all points here. It's pretty even so far.
Certainly is, and there's definitely, I think, an appreciation that Alex Todd has for welcoming competitors like Tone Felix who have been able to show their stuff here at Proving Ground.
Forcing shoulders down. Didn't keep Tone down for long, but definitely for the champion, a great way to try to force the break, and head scissors does the job.
For those who aren't aware, Kime Ryu is a shogun martial art. It has to do with heart and the idea of never giving up, training as hard as you can, and you can see all of those factors in Alex Todd.
What a great land on his feet. Just escape, so to speak, for Alex Todd. Tone was trying to push off Todd, and instead Todd was able to get onto the feet, and now, of course, Tone with an immediate answer. You could definitely tell Tone Felix watching the tape, if you will, on Alex Todd, but, vice versa. I think both guys scouted each other well here.
I 1,000% agree. Tone Felix knew the opportunity that was ahead of him, and of course,
the pin.
Now, shoulders down to the champ.
Yeah, and yet again, both guys, same idea. Another pinfall. back and forth here. Not able to keep either man down for more than a 1 count.
Only 2 well-matched competitors.
Oh, another pin. Man, we are absolutely still tied on points, so to speak. And you were mid-thought there when all those pins went down, Alyssa.
I mean, absolutely. But that's the thing. I think Alex Todd can appreciate this kind of a challenger. But that doesn't mean that the game stops. That doesn't mean that he turns down. If anything, it amps him up even more.
Exactly right. It's the motivation, and you're seeing it here from the champion. Beautiful drop kick.
Driving force.
You want to face the best so you can be the best. Ooh, running European uppercut, rocking Tone Felix. And after pulling him, Tone out with the snapmare, looks like Todd's going to go for a kick to the small of the back. And the pin. You notice, Alyssa, both men not wasting any time with all these pinfall attempts.
Well, absolutely. I mean, you have ACW Cruiserweight Championship hanging in the balance. But as Alex Todd said, there was a certain confidence as he walked in at ringside, said, this isn't going anywhere. We're going to see if Tone Felix makes him change his tune.
You know, Stone was taking advantage of the ring placement there, tossing the champion into the ropes, and now with the ankle lock there, well placed by Tone Felix. Can you imagine the pain right now if you're Alex Todd?
Really wrenching on the lower extremities of Alex Todd. Definitely can take away some of the offense, can take away that stable base. Uh-oh.
The counter there into the pinfall. Tone was trying to tie up Alex Todd like a pretzel, and instead Todd had that opportunity to shift the momentum of Tone, at least in that moment. But you notice Tone still bringing the aggression, attempting the snake eyes here. But Todd puts on the brakes.
Yeah, Todd able to anchor himself and get those legs up to try and put some distance.
And I'm definitely impressed right now by the challenger here. Tone Felix, man. This is definitely, you can tell for Tone how big a deal this match is, and that knee to the back there. Is this going to be enough?
Could we see a new ACW Cruiserweight champ? Not quite.
No, but you believed it, and you got to give it to Tone to have Alex Todd in that much danger right now. You rarely would see Alex Todd in a position where both a submission or shoulders could be down, but right now, Tone's looking good, and you can see Todd's really having to kind of fight back from underneath.
Todd, yeah, getting those legs up, trying to get his heels dug in.
And at least for now, Todd able to stop the momentum of Tone Felix, both men down. But the question is, what damage has been done here to our champion, Alex Todd?
What damage has been done, and who is going to be able to get to their feet first to keep this match going?
Yeah, Billy Grace applying that 10 count. Looks like Alex Todd breaking it first here, but Tone is not too far behind. Again, I've been so impressed by the challenger thus far, but right now, looks like the pendulum has swung back to the champion. All these strikes from Alex Todd.
You're seeing that ferocious flurry of offense from the ACW Cruiserweight champ. Woo.
Beautiful running knee. Now the Ciatso suplex folding up. Tone Felix following into the pin.
Looking to retain.
And credit to the challenger, Tone Felix getting a shoulder up, but this is where you find out for both of these athletes, what game plan, how well can you execute, what's in your mind, do you have the composure, and it looks like for sure Alex Todd does.
Yeah, oh, now Alex Todd looking for Todd's revenge. But Tone Felix again scouting his competition.
Quickly, Tone got into the ropes and was able to use the turnbuckle as a weapon there. And following up with the knee as well. What aggression we've seen in a lot of the offense here from Tone. Pin!
New champ!
Stay down! Why won't you stay down?
But now you can hear it. Tone Felix, a little bit of frustration creeping in as he really thought that he was going to be walking out the ACW Cruiserweight champ in that moment.
Yeah, this isn't really characteristic of what you normally see from Tone Felix going for the kick, but instead there, Alex had a counter, was caught by Tone, and we are again in a submission predicament center of the ring.
And Alex Todd, here is where that fang of Kime Ryu needs to take over, something that can keep him driving and show that heart of Alex Todd.
And you're definitely seeing the heart of the champion trying to get up, roll through, and Todd does. Kicking off, Tone.
Able to make it to the ropes, too. A little extra push, but now look, has the entire body of Tone Felix.
Beautiful Uranagi into the backbreaker. Todd there, the lariat, taking the head off of Tone Felix. It looks like the adrenaline's flowing again for the champion here. Got those extremities feeling the blood again, and unfortunately for Tone Felix, knockout kick. Now the pin. Todd retains.
Here is your winner and still ACW Cruiserweight Champion, Alex Todd.
What a matchup.
Exactly right. What a matchup, because there is no discounting the skill of these competitors, but I think something that is so impressive is the drive of Tone Felix. I think that that's something that even Alex Todd can appreciate in his challenger tonight.
When we made the comment that Tone Felix turning heads in recent times, and again, turning heads here tonight. Still coming up short, but man, you got to think this is a matchup I'd love to see again one day, especially if Tone Felix can rise back to the occasion. But congratulations again to the ACW Cruiserweight Champion, Alex Todd.
Alex Todd, great talent effects tonight. What would you like to say to the rest of the Cruiserweight division out there in the back? For all the up-and-coming Cruiserweights, keep doing what you're doing. Keep proving yourself every single week, because that's what I did, and that's why I'm here right now. So I'll take on all challengers. It doesn't matter who, because you guys are going to fall to the way of the fang. And this black belt spirit will never die. Alex Todd, everybody, victorious.
Fair words and confidence here from the champion. Get what an ACW Cruiserweight Championship match here on WWN Proving Ground.
It's not going anywhere.
Come see Proving Ground live every Friday night at Richey Racquetball and Sports Club in Port Richey, Florida at 7 p.m. Step inside the new WWN Training Center for an experience like no other. Proving Ground is a night of fun for the whole family. Tickets are available at the door and seating is limited. Doors open at 6:30 p.m.
Puma, I'm going to be honest, I think we're really working well as a tag team. You know, last week we won, and tonight we face Financially Stable.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll do the same thing.
Show up, show out.
Let's get it.
Despite popular opinion, Financially Stable has not fled the state.
It wasn't running away, okay? It was what's called a tactical retreat.
You see, we don't fear Bud Heavy and Benji Neptune. Heavy time, Benji, Bud time, I don't care, okay? Here's the deal. Before we agree to anything, we're gonna have a little warm-up match tonight. I don't care who the opponents are. I heard they may or may not be some friends of Benji Neptune. It doesn't matter. The end result will be the same as every tag team match we participate in, and that is just another win for Financially Stable.
Because that's money.
See you real soon, fellas.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest
None of you people deserve, can afford to watch us wrestle. Okay? Especially you, Cameron Guy. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. They are
You gotta love the revisionist history here of financially stable. They're the tactical escape, so to speak. Again, back in episode 7, taking a countout loss to Bud Heavy, Benji Neptune, but Bud and Benji chased financially stable literally through the locker room all the way out to a running car with Eric Curtis, their manager, waiting. We should notice no Eric Curtis here tonight. Wonder if he's still driving away someplace. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, financially stable.
You talk about the tactical retreat. The running car was because Financially Stable had to catch a flight. They were going to Ibiza. I believe that there was a big festival that they were going to attend. They want to be fashionably late, but not rudely late. So they had to, make good time getting to the airport to catch a flight. It was absolutely fine. And the Black Puma Johnson, so impressive with just actually about a year of experience, but still has been really making waves. Definitely a lot of speed and agility, channeling that Puma mindset. Whereas Chris Malachite is a little bit more experienced and actually is a really avid gamer. He runs a Twitch page and definitely he is one to, power up when the occasion calls for it.
Yeah, and you heard from these two young men here, Puma and Malachite. I mean, bottom line, they defeated Richport Ayala, Francisco Ciatso, and yes, give a little asterisk there to Gus Money de la Vega, and we'll be talking a little more about that later on, but look who it is!
Oh, okay. Nothing wrong if they, maybe making their presence known, Benji Neptune and Bud Heavy, but I mean, maybe they bought tickets.
I think they did, and I like how Benji Neptune brought his own chair as well, but you got to think that's going to be a bit of a distraction here for Financially Stable, of course. Issue going back and forth for multiple episodes between Financially Stable and Heavy Time, so to speak, and really started with Financially Stable trying to show off and show that they were the best singles athletes in addition to best tag team athletes. Having singles matchups against actually Bud and Benji, and guess what? Bud won, then Benji won, and when Financially Stable tried to take out Benji in frustration, well, Heavy Time was brought together. Of course, wasn't long thereafter at episode 6 where Bud Heavy was MIA, and all signs point to Financially Stable being the reason there was no Bud Heavy to tag with Benji. Benji having to wrestle 2-on-1 against Financially Stable. But last week, two teams finally faced off, and well, you already heard the conclusion. Right now, though, you got to have your eye on the ring here. Puma Johnson, we've seen the athleticism of this young man. Big opportunity for both tag teams, but you got to think a loss for Financially Stable would definitely set them back.
I mean, we talked, obviously, the presence of Bud Heavy and Benji Neptune could be working its way into the minds of Financially Stable, but they made it very clear that they have no fear of Heavy Time, and they called this match a warm-up match. They said they're perfectly ready to face Benji and Bud. But I don't know if Connor McKay was perfectly ready to get a drop kick to the face. Now tag made.
Winston Bentley III. Definitely good at running his mouth.
I mean, Trevin, time is money, and Bud Heavy is wasting Winston Bentley III. Oh no! Quick roll up. Cover once more. Kick out. Strong kick out from Winston Bentley III, keeping this matchup alive. Tag made. In comes Chris Malachite.
What we've seen so far from these two talents, Malachite, Puma Johnson, there's speed, there's finesse. Pin! The 2 count only. These two men have gelled pretty quickly here in the Proving Ground.
You're absolutely right. They said ahead of this match they're going to do what they always do. Show up and show out.
Beautiful drop kick again, the elevation there.
Now dragging Winston Bentley III back to his feet and wrenching at the arm is Chris Malachite. Tag made once more to Puma Johnson.
We're seeing the Black Puma come off. Axe handle very nicely turned right back into that armbar.
No. Oh, did you hear that? Whew.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolute brutality there. Puma lands on his feet. But Winston distracting the official. What's Connor thinking?
Well, Winston just wants the official to make sure that he can continue this matchup. But Connor McKay taking advantage of the moment, dishing out a little punishment using those ring ropes.
That's the thing again here. Oof. Financially stable. They know how to take advantage of every ounce of opportunity pin that comes upon them. And once financially stable takes control of the pace of this matchup, you know, again, unfortunately for Puma Johnson in this moment, you could just see it is a dissection occurring right here, Alyssa.
Connor McKay in firm control. Puma Johnson, but Puma finding a way back to his feet, driving the elbows to the solar plexus of McKay, putting some distance between himself. Oh! But that distance led to the wind-up for a big old lariat from Connor McKay.
Yeah, now going into the pin, the 2 count only. One thing I've noticed from Connor McKay in a lot of his showings here since debuting in Proving Ground, there's absolutely a certain power that goes along with the viciousness. This is a young man that when he goes to hit you, he goes to hurt you. And this could hurt for Puma Johnson.
Puma Johnson laid out. Excellent cohesion from financially stable. A lackadaisical cover. Puma kicks out. I don't know if people at home can hear, but Benji Neptune and Bud Heavy have been haranguing financially stable, and Connor McKay, I think, trying to keep a focus on this match, but must be tough to not engage.
About armbar now from Winston Bentley. Black Puma's in trouble, but to your point, heavy time, man. They've got every right. You buy a ticket, you're allowed to make your voice known. That's the beauty here of coming to WWN Proving Ground. Oh, pin! That 2 count only.
Dangerously close.
But just cut off again here by Winston Bentley, and I'll finish the plug. Oh, maybe I won't. Pinfall. So nonchalant. Bottom line, WWNLive.com if you're ever interested in joining us here at the WWN Training Center for Proving Ground Live.
Winston Bentley III was talking about how it's only a matter of time as he's trying to wear down Puma, but Puma Johnson firing off. Just like very feline in nature, the more angry he gets, the more aggressive the Black Puma becomes.
And you can just see the heart of Puma Johnson here. But unfortunately, heart can only take you so far. The blind tag, by the way. Connor McKay's now legal.
Connor McKay winding up.
Beautiful tandem offense here by Financially Stable. And again, a team that's been established longer than Malachite and Puma, and pinfall. 2 count only, but it's starting to look like it is Financially Stable's night tonight here, Alyssa.
Yeah, Connor McKay wrenching back on the arm of Puma Johnson.
This comes back to what I was talking about earlier about really the viciousness that comes along with the offense. Trying to hurt the opponent. You don't just want to beat your opponent, you want to hurt your opponent if you're Connor McKay.
And that's the thing, is that Financially Stable Tag will argue that they've got nothing to prove because, they're so well established, they're so great. But, when you come to Proving Ground, every opportunity is a chance to show what you can do. And you're exactly right, Trevin. What Financially Stable like to do is inflict maximum pain.
Yeah, and right now, time is running out for Puma Johnson, and perhaps on cue, Puma, gets the springboard into the elbow. Desperation maneuver, but you can see here, Puma and Winston really placed the wrong way in the ring here to get where they need to go.
Puma Johnson able to buy himself a little bit of time and hopefully make his way to Chris Malachite to get a reprieve in this tag team matchup. He's been taking a lot of offense and absorbing those hits from Financially Stable. Can he make it to tag Chris Malachite? In comes Connor McKay, in comes Malachite.
Indeed. Pivotal moment here. Malachite finally back in the ring. And Connor McKay, inverted atomic drop. Connor's in trouble, Malachite. Forcing McKay to eat the boot pin.
An emphatic kick out from Connor McKay. Malachite not dissuade, though, staying right on top of his competitor.
Yeah, and it was an impressive flurry of offense, but unfortunately raking the face and the DDT by Connor McKay, and that unfortunately could be all she wrote.
Dropping like a ton of gold bricks. Tag made.
And what are we going to have here from Financially Stable? And
Uh-oh.
Bud and Benji, what are they doing?
This is a little bit closer than normal ticket holders are supposed to get.
Yeah, I fully agree, but that distraction. Financially Stable taken down, no way.
Double cover. That's it.
And another big win here at the Proving Ground for Chris Malachite, Puma Johnson. We said this already tonight. Record books are going to show these two young men just beat Financially Stable. And you got to think Benji, Neptune, and Bud Heavy are ecstatic.
And considering Financially Stable referred to this as a warm-up match for them, they certainly underestimated their competitors tonight as Financially Stable going to have to plan another vacation to lick those wounds.
Financially Stable coming right at Benji and Bud.
Action spilling out.
Exactly. I feel like we're picking up right where we left off, episode 7.
Ooh, jeez. That's what you get when you get close to the action here at the WWN Training Center for Proving Ground.
Are you serious? Immediately after.
You can't even give us a break.
Bud and Benji want to interfere in our match, that's fine. I'm sick and tired of the fun and games.
No more tactical retreats. No more running away. This ends next week.
You fellas want a Texas Tornado Lumberjack match? That's fine.
We accept.
Be there when the women of Shine Wrestling return to the Orange County Choppers Roadhouse for Shine 73 on Sunday, June 19th. Come out and see Shine Champion Evilise, Shine Nova Champion The Woad, Shine Tag Team Champions The Coven. Also appearing will be Santana Garrett, Renee Michelle, Amber Nova, Tracy Nix, and many more. Tickets start at $15 with special pricing for children. Doors open at 6 p.m. Do not miss Shine 73.
Everywhere we go, we hear, how do I become a professional wrestler? How do I get into the business? Now's your chance. The WWNTC is the place to be.
I'm taking shots at the proud of me. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock.
It goes beyond just wrestling in the ring. We teach you fitness, nutrition, and everything in between, even developing your own unique wrestling persona, and then we get you on shows after you're done with your training.
'Cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing. All here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me. I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots. You are not as tough as
Gus Money, did you think you were gonna make history? Did you think you were gonna scare Francisco Ciatso and Richport Ayala? We're not shaking our boots. No, no, no. You went down to Chinatown and got the L29 with the white rice and Tokyo Monster Kahagas by your side? Oh, you have no idea. You should have stayed in the gutter where you crawled out of.
You know what, Gus Money? You are old news. This message is for Kahagas. Kahagas, you've been all around the world. You won titles all over the place. But there's just one thing different this time. You haven't been in the ring with Richport Ayala. You haven't been in the ring with Mr. RPA. That freaking reeking. That's the difference. So tonight, Gus Money, you are going to feel another L. Kahagas, you are going to feel a loss from Richport Ayala and Francisco Ciatso, because we are a team that cannot be stopped. Attack!
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Gus De La Vega making his way to the ring, and man, there is so much history here between De La Vega, Port Ayala, then Ciatso, Francisco Ciatso, and of course even Tokyo Monster Kahagas, and we'll help tie all that together as best we can here for you, but first and foremost, get ready for an entrance you're not going to forget.
And his partner. He is from Japan, weighing in at 250 pounds. He is the former NWA National Heavyweight Champion, also the NWA North American Heavyweight Champion, and a former NWA World Heavyweight Champion, and is the only NWA Triple Crown winner. He's the international crisis, the Tokyo Monster.
It is accolade after accolade after accolade for Kahagas, and so grateful to have him here at Proving Ground. And as you said, Trevin, lots of history between these competitors.
When it comes to Tokyo Monster Kahagas, in addition to those accolades, lead trainer at the Thunder Championship Wrestling, professional wrestling school, where Gus Money, who, don't get me wrong, with decade and a half plus experience, is really just doing the proverbial I'm getting another master's / graduate degree training with Tokyo Monster Kahagas. But Richport Ayala coming from that same pedigree. But where there was a divergence was after a couple Thunder Championship Wrestling showcases, Port Ayala facing off against Gus De La Vega. It was episode 4. Francisco Ciatso coming out of nowhere, helping Richport Ayala win the match. But you got to think, take the experience of a Tokyo Monster Kahagas, add the experience of a Francisco Ciatso, put those two into the brain and the talents of Richport Ayala, man. You want to talk about a dangerous competitor.
And that was exactly what RPA had to say ahead of this matchup, was that Kahagas may have been all around the world and held very high-profile championships, but he's never been in the ring with RPA.
There's a lot of jaw-jacking for weeks, but ultimately, back episode 7, Gus Money De La Vega distracting Francisco Ciatso, Richport Ayala, as we mentioned earlier, causing them a loss against Chris Malachite and Puma Johnson. But the receipt that came from Ciatso and RPA, attacking Gus De La Vega before a match, getting some retribution, and it was Gus who said, you know what? Face me. And I'm going to pick a partner. And what a partner that Gus De La Vega picked here. And I got to tell you, Alyssa, if you want to talk about the personification of intensity, it is the Tokyo Monster Kahagas. Absolute intimidation as well.
Yeah, you'll be hard-pressed to find anyone that can get under the skin and rattle the Tokyo Monster, but, I mean, Richport Ayala is certainly going to do his darndest.
There's a certain cockiness from Port Ayala, but as mentioned, similar to Gus De La Vega under the tutelage of Tokyo Monster Kahagas with that proverbial finishing school. So got to think there's a familiarity, but you and I both know there's no way Kahagas has totally showed the playbook to Port Ayala, and it's going to be interesting to see here the back and forth. Where is this going to end?
And that's exactly it, Trevin, because, you know, when it comes to teacher versus student or mentor versus training, it always comes down to the trainer shows everything that they want the student to know, but not everything that they know.
And you see the quick tags here between Gus De La Vega and Tokyo Monster Kahagas, and man, you want to talk about an experience again. I mean, you're talking 35, heading towards 40 years experience in the tag team right here in that corner. The elbow from Gus De La Vega. And again, despite the fact that Kahagas has a mentor teaching role with Gus De La Vega, again, the knowledge of De La Vega that he brings to this dance. I could see these guys becoming tag team champions here in WWN.
That, and we're already seeing such incredible cohesion, but quick eye rake from RPA. I was going to say that the cohesion, being able to tag each other and stay so fresh between Gus De La Vega and Kahagas has been so impressive, and quick arm drags from Kahagas to Ciatso.
I think Francisco Ciatso thought that Kahagas had really been kind of stopped up. Drop toe hold, taken down Ayala, who is not legal, by the way. Definitely things that broken down here. But I was going to say, when Ciatso tagged himself in, I think he thought that the eye rake had been enough to slow down Kahagas, but right now arms are getting ripped out of socket of Francisco Ciatso.
And that's exactly what I mean when you talk about the stone-cold focus of the Tokyo Monster. Even an eye rake, he's able to kind of shake off a little bit. Now tag made, in comes RPA, but did the referee see it?
Now, junior official David Sanderson, we mentioned earlier, getting first opportunity here in WWN, and probably in a little over his head, having to deal with all 4 of these competitors, but especially the team of Richport Ayala and Francisco Ciatso. And you see Kahagas trying to stop Port Ayala, but instead Port forcing former mentor into the corner here. Oof, but Kahagas back to life.
But it just takes a second of taking your eyes off of the Tokyo Monster for him to strike.
Oh, what headbutts and chops.
Ooh.
Physicality to go with the intensity, the intimidation factor, and Ciatso just barreling in. Officials got to get control of this matchup, Alyssa.
Yeah, trying to disrupt the slumgullion of strikes from Kahagas. Ciatso now back in his corner. RPA trying to pick the bones of Kahagas.
And that distraction, finally perhaps enough to slow down the Tokyo Monster. But Ciatso going right for the neck of Kahagas.
Gus de la Vega chomping at the bit. You can see almost ready to pounce into this ring. RPA trying to stomp a hole through the midsection of Kahagas. Ciatso back work. Wrenching at the head and neck of Kahagas while RPA taunts Gus de la Vega. Gus de la Vega, though, trying to keep himself in some sort of check. Our official ushering him back to his corner.
Like I talked about here, having a junior official in a matchup like this, it's definitely not doing any favors right now for the Tokyo Monster Kahagas. But, man, it takes a lot to slow down Kahagas for long. There's a reason he's called the Tokyo Monster. There's a reason Kahagas has held those championships. But there's a reason Richport Ayala is that darn good so fast here in the sport of professional wrestling.
Very quick to capitalize and find that one in on Kahagas, where his guard might have been left down after all of the offense that the Tokyo Monster has absorbed at the hands of both RPA and Ciatso.
Ayala, a lot of jaw-jacking here and following it up with those strikes, but I would not give Kahagas even a half an inch.
Tag made, though.
Barreling in, taking down Gus de la Vega, and de la Vega's had enough, but official stopping de la Vega, and instead here, there's a mugging in the corner, Alyssa.
You're absolutely right, Trevin, and unfortunately, while Gus de la Vega is being ushered back to his corner, is really when Ciatso and RPA can deliver even more devastation to Kahagas.
Francisco Ciatso, no stranger to the Tokyo Monster, but in addition, man, Ciatso has been there, done that, and an expert when it comes to tag team wrestling as well, the tag here to Ciatso. Ciatso knows how to bend those rules and get away with it.
And is, I believe, instilling that mindset even further in RPA as well.
Literally, you just saw there, RPA was choking Kahagas the entire time getting out of the ring. Official missed it. De la Vega lost it again. Official stopped De la Vega.
I got this. All the way up. All the way.
Okay, I gotta see this.
Oh, wow. Ciatso says he's going all the way up to deliver maximum damage to the Tokyo Monster. Oh, say your prayers. Oh!
I don't think those are the standard prayers, but regardless, took long enough here. Tokyo Monster Kahagas rolling just far enough away, but the question now is, can Kahagas get over to De La Vega?
Definitely a desperation maneuver for Kahagas. Thankfully able to clear himself out of the landing space of Francisco Ciatso, but now both of these competitors trying to work their way back to make their tags. In comes RPA, in comes Gus de la Vega.
Exactly, now a very fresh and motivated Gus de la Vega here, getting his hands finally on RPA and Francisco Ciatso, and
Kahagas has had a couple moments to collect himself and is targeting Ciatso at ringside.
Down to Richport Ayala, Gus de la Vega, and de la Vega catching a charging Ayala with the Bulldog as well. What does De La Vega have in mind here?
De La Vega looking for that frog splash to put away RPA.
Beautifully executed. Now the pin. No, last second. Ayala gets that shoulder up.
Money in the air, not quite enough to put away RPA.
Yeah, and I think De La Vega is directing the official to figure out what's going on with Kahagas and Ciatso, but that may be a mistake because look at the ring.
Oh no! Able to evade.
I can't tell if those were brass knucks or what, but now the pin. De La Vega wins. And I don't know if De La Vega totally realizes yet. He just dodged a bullet there during that inadvertent distraction to the official, but Tokyo Monster's back, and you got to think De La Vega get a little bit of revenge here against Rich Port Ayala and Francisco Ciatso.
Absolutely right, and just to see the team of Kahagas and Gus De La Vega standing victorious, that certainly is not pleasing Ciatso and RPA. I doubt this will be the last that we see of them. I'm sure that's really grinding their gears, but nonetheless, Kahagas and Gus De La Vega stand tall tonight at Proving Ground.
See that? You see that? Richie, Frankie, you guys got what was coming to you. That's what you get. I told you my boy was gonna come, and we took care of business. So whoever in WWN wanna come mess with us, you already know what happened. Jack, do, south.
Be there when the women of Shine Wrestling return to the Orange County Choppers Road House for Shine 73 on Sunday, June 19th. Come out and see Shine Champion Evilise, Shine Nova Champion The Woad, Shine Tag Team Champions The Coven. Also appearing will be Santana Garrett, Renee Michelle, Amber Nova, Tracy Nix, and many more. Tickets start at $15 with special pricing for children. Doors open at 6 p.m. Do not miss Shine 73.
Come see Proving Ground live every Friday night at Richey Racquetball and Sports Club in Port Richey, Florida at 7 p.m. Step inside the new WWN Training Center for an experience like no other. Proving Ground is a night of fun for the whole family. Tickets are available at the door and seating is limited. Doors open at 6:30 p.m.
Everywhere we go, we hear, how do I become a professional wrestler? How do I get into the business? Now's your chance. The WWNTC is the place to be.
I'm taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock.
It goes beyond just wrestling in the ring. We teach you fitness, nutrition, and everything in between, even developing your own unique wrestling persona, and then we get you on shows after you're done with your training.
'Cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing. All here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me. I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots. You are not as tough as
Steven Frick, tonight's the night that I end you forever at WWN Proving Ground. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
I used to get real excited about moments like this. When you go in there, no rules, just fun. But it takes a lot out of you to go to that place that you need to go. John Strange is the man trying to take me out. And tonight, I'm gonna show you all a new side of me.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. It is the main event of the evening. It is a Funhouse of Deathmatch scheduled
listen, I'll tell you, Funhouse of Death, hardly any rules. It really comes down to giving up or being incapacitated. If you can't get up, can't answer a 10 count, or if you're forced to submit, that's the only way this thing is gonna end. Look at the weaponry.
Trevin, I gotta say, John Strange is already terrifying. Stephen Frick is already intense. How much is this gonna up the ante?
You're spot on. Hell, a match called a Funhouse of Death match, and I don't blame Michael James for hiding behind the official. Thankfully, he's got a dark suit on as well, because John Strange came charging at me, man, I'd be running.
Oh.
And I mean that in more ways than one. Of course, Stephen Frick, a former ACW heavyweight champion. What began as Stephen Frick being a thorn in the side of superstar Sean Davis and ACW heavyweight champion Auguste Artois, well, it turned into episode 5 of WWN Proving Ground. Superstar Sean Davis brought John Strange in as really a heavy to take out Stephen Frick, and things were getting bad, and then orderly number 1, Tweedledee, getting involved. And honestly, that could have been the end for Stephen Frick, but Sideshow coming to the rescue, and we saw just at episode 7, Stephen Frick, Sideshow victorious, but while Sideshow and orderly number 1 were battling to the back, it was that crazy man right there, John Strange, with a plastic bag, Alyssa, trying to choke the life out of Stephen Frick, and I can't believe Frick took his eyes off Strange.
Frick did say that we were going to be seeing a new side of him as a competitor. And you got to wonder, where do you go in a match like this? There's just absolute chaos. Oh! Jeez.
Now the baking sheet right there was able to connect and take out Strange. And we got another one here.
Frick staying on Strange. Action making its way almost out of the room here.
All over the building here in Port Richey, and trash can lid now on top of John Strange. And again, Funhouse of Death match. As you can clearly tell, not much rules here other than someone's got to win.
Frick said this was no rules, just fun. If that says anything about the character of Stephen Frick, that this is fun for him.
Of course, John Strange definitely thrives in chaotic environments as well. Again, John Strange finds a way out of the damn asylum to appear here on WWN Proving Ground. And you saw what Strange was digging, saying he's literally going to kill Stephen Frick, which will potentially be used as evidence in the eventual case if what we're seeing so far is any indication of where this is going to go, Alyssa.
John Strange seems to very much be enjoying the pain that he is inflicting on Stephen Frick.
I still can't get over the fact that Strange with the plastic bag literally trying to choke the life, making it so that Frick was nearly asphyxiated until the locker room cleared to get Strange off of Frick. And it just, it's one thing to have an issue with somebody, but in this case, the issue is really just the fact that John Strange was brought in as a weapon of mass destruction, if you will, from superstar Sean Davis. And that's the craziness here. You would think that these guys have hated each other for years, the way Strange has treated this thing.
And that just shows just the amount of intensity that John Strange has going into any challenge. And Stephen Frick certainly is a challenge. Oh, no.
Yeah, Strange catching Frick and a side slam. can see the damage done just a few weeks ago by orderly number 1 to the ribs of Stephen Frick. Just in episode 7, we still saw those ribs taped up. I was curious what kind of shape Frick would be in coming in here, but right now, Frick not looking good. And what in the hell? Did Streets just rip off the leg of a doll?
Jeez. Straight into the cranium of Stephen Frick.
One way to stop a man from carving your head up.
Stephen Frick, I think, trying to figure out what the hell he was just attacked with, and maybe now trying to find which way is up.
Well, that's it. I bet you Stephen Frick thought there might have been a knife in the ring. The jaggedness cutting at the forehead, but now Frick again. Taking that baking sheet.
Frick has just been teeing off on Strange. You can see that dent in the metal baking sheet. It's gonna have an imprint of John Strange's face in it by the end of the night.
Over and over again by Stephen Frick. WWN faithful getting behind Frick. Strange could be knocked out.
I don't know. There is definitely a disturbing and otherworldly quality in John Strange. Part of you wonders if he might even enjoy this kind of brutality.
And speaking of brutality, there's Stephen Frick now using that jagged leg as a weapon to cut at John Strange. See, Frick's been pushed to that limit as well. And remember, Frick was once abducted by the Clover Clan, and who the hell knows what was done to Frick? There's still just something off with Stephen Frick. And even though we think it's a little less insanity in the mind of Frick, we sure as heck know there's a lot of insanity in the mind of John Strange.
Oh no, I don't like where this is going. I don't think Frick liked where it was going either.
Stephen Frick going to be singing not just a few octaves higher, but the damage that's been done and the insult to injury, so to speak, by John Strange. It's not like those paddles are light either.
You could hear the impact is now taking the handle of the paddle, ramming it into the forehead of Stephen Frick is John Strange.
Slam from Strange. Putting Frick exactly where John wants him. And what the hell's John doing?
John Strange up that, dropping the elbow on Stephen Frick.
Very impressive with the springboards to get up into the higher elevation for the elbow. And I'm telling you, John Strange, another guy, over 20 years in this sport. Once upon a time, there was just a super accomplished athlete. Now it's a super accomplished athlete and an insane man tied in one.
Tell you, all the disturbing history, all the things that have transpired, just add a little extra flavor to John Strange.
Big spine buster from Strange.
Using all that momentum against Frick.
And you see Frick favoring those ribs. It's very clear those ribs are still hurting Stephen Frick, and John Strange is heading up to the top, shooting for a moonsault.
But no water in the pool for John Strange, as Stephen Frick was able to roll out of harm's way barely in time. Frick psyching himself up.
You hear WWN faithful getting behind Stephen Frick, and again Frick taking off the head of John Strange, but John Strange just keeps coming back. It's like a horror movie.
Absorbing blow after blow, needs to go for that double tap to put John Strange away. Frick telling John Strange to stay down. Strange almost to his feet, halfway there. This match continues.
Big frickin' spear taking out John Strange.
But once again, can Strange answer the call? Will Stephen Frick be victorious? Referee halfway through his count. And Frick, with the steel chair in hand, may take it upon himself to ensure that Strange can't keep going.
Boot here from Frick, and as you already said, I'm really nervous here. horrible placement. The head, the throat, the neck of John Strange.
Oh, but the boot up.
Charging in, chair still around the neck, and
oh no!
You gotta be kidding me. Ace crusher through the chair. Damage done to the neck, to the throat of John Strange.
And Frick talked about needing to take himself to another level as a competitor to survive a match like this. And halfway through the count, can John Strange answer the call? He is up.
Yeah, I have no clue how John Strange got up at Frick. Not slowing down with his own offense with this Funhouse of Death match. He's been as violent as can be, and good God.
Oh. Trying to incapacitate John Strange now.
And life is being choked out. You got part of the golf club there. Here in this crossface, John Strange is going to give up.
Frick the wrenching back. John Strange refusing to relent. We have another referee checking. Is John Strange even conscious?
Literally, the concern here, sending two officials out to make sure that John isn't allowing himself to be choked. I mean, this is shades of the asphyxiation attempt by John Strange to Stephen Frick, but this time it's Frick.
Learn about fair play, but how much is too much?
It's Rick Thames coming down there, one of our senior WWN officials.
I mean, is someone else able to make this decision for the well-being? Yes.
You know there's concern when the WWN sends down, as mentioned, one of our senior officials just to preserve the life, and I hate to exaggerate, but it's what it felt like, preserve the life of John Strange, Stephen Frick victorious.
Yeah, you wonder if... I don't know if John Strange was of sound enough mind to make that decision.
I've never seen this before. John Strange, my beef isn't with you. It's with Heartbreak Enterprises. And after tonight, you earn my respect.
After nearly destroying each other, mutual respect here, Stephen Frick, John Strange.
Well, certainly an impactful way to end things here at Proving Ground tonight, Trevin.
For Alyssa Marino, I'm Trevin Adams. Thanks for joining us here at WWN Proving Ground, WWNLive.com for all things World Wrestling Network.